This is a rare. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? I think Danielle Harris, she was digging through her photos and she found a bunch of set photos from Halloween 4. I don't have the other one. The other one's of her in the clown getup, which is cool. But yeah, this is it just kind of shocks me that they would, like, that's the mask you're going to use with the blonde hair. Like, how did that even, like, get through? You know? Is it because there's so many moving parts on a movie set that you can actually overlook that there's a blonde-haired mask? You would think at face value that's impossible. But this isn't now where everything's great about Michael Myers. You know, Michael Myers is like completely everywhere. This is Halloween 4. The previous movie was no Michael Myers. And you only had 2 Myers movies before that. I remember when Halloween 4 came out, I was highly curious because I didn't know much about the character, you know? So maybe they didn't care. Maybe they thought he was going to have a blonde mask. I don't think that would happen today, right? That's Ben Tramer. No, that's definitely from Halloween 4. It's definitely from Halloween 4, but I get what you're saying, Brandon. But it's not a silver mask. I actually have a Ben Tramer mask. Shout out to Matt Casey. He sent me the, look at that, freaking Ben Tramer mask. That's pretty cool. Yeah. You know, and that's oh my God, I just had a thought. This is the closest representation of the Shatner mask that I have. I have a custom Shatner mask that looks really awesome down there. But this one, I think, is just closer looking. I could actually spray paint this white and dye the hair. And I think it would look pretty damn cool, actually, as a Myers mask. Don't you think? Oh, boy, here we go. Sometimes I like to get conversational. Dread Central just put out an article. This guy, Tyler, I'm sure he's a great writer. Friday the 13th, 2009 outdoes the original in almost every way. And my knee-jerk reaction to that is bullshit. Okay? And I need, you know what? I'm one guy. I need your opinion in the chat. Write down right now. Is the remake better than the original? Yes or no? Yes or no? If you say yes, that means the remake is better. Okay? I need to see what you guys think. All right? Or you can say wrong, like Shelby did. I agree. Wrong. Absolutely. Yes. No, it's not. The original is hard to watch. Love this remake. I have COVID. It sucks. I had COVID, Jesse, a couple weeks ago. Remake is definitely better. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yeah, it's about, I think it's almost 50-50, maybe 60-40. For me, there's no way. The original, but you know, I'm the same way with the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a lot of people that prefer the remake of that. Maybe, you know what, guys? I think I'm starting to learn something about myself. And this is just me. Maybe I'm just not a remake person. I think like 90% of the time I'm going to enjoy the original over the remake. Maybe that's just because I like those 80s and 70s movies, and it's hard for anything to beat. I like it's a flavor, right, guys? And I think maybe that's what it comes down to. Maybe you like the more modern flavor that the remakes have. And I think that's cool. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Whereas me, I prefer that older, gritty style, even like 16 millimeter feel. I love that. Like I was watching, and this is modern. By the way, guys, happy Valentine's Day. I watched My Bloody Valentine 3D and I watched Valentine. And I have a blast with both those movies. Although I will say, after watching My Bloody Valentine 3D this time, it definitely has that true motion feel about it because it was filmed in 3D. And if you don't watch it in 3D, if you watch it in 2D, you know what I mean? Like there's settings on your TV that you have to turn off called true motion or motion flow or something like that. And even if you turn it off for that movie, it almost feels like the movie's shot live, if that makes sense. It's kind of weird. Still great. But the Valentine, the one thing I love that transfer of the Blu-ray, because this was the first time the movie came out on Blu-ray, ever, a couple years ago. And that was one of the big questions, like, when is this movie ever going to come on Blu-ray? I love you can tell that it's film, that it's 35 millimeter. And man, I eat that stuff up. I love the look of that. But you know what though? Aside from the filmmaking, for me, I adore the characters in the original Friday the 13th. I don't think it's a hard movie to watch. I've watched it quite a few times, actually. I think it flows nicely, you know? And I think it was Matt that said that. That's not the first time I've heard people say. There's a lot of people that don't like the original Friday the 13th for one reason or another. It's weird to me, you know? I guess we all have different tastes, but I think it's got some really great kills, great Tom Savini kills. I liked Pamela. I think she was really crazy. And I don't know. I like the camp setting and everything. So, I mean, there's some fun stuff about the remake, but I don't think it holds a candle. I think half the characters are really annoying. Okay? I used to be really, really hard on the characters, but I think at least half the characters are really. Whereas in the original, I think the characters are charming. All of the characters are nice and charming. So, yeah. What's up, guys? You are at the end of the DD Live clip. What I do is I like to clip these out if I think the topic is important or something that's newsworthy. So, thank you for watching. And if you want to watch more, you can go over here. You can go over here. Click on one of those. And yeah, hopefully I can do this for 20 seconds, which I think I did. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys.